Hey guys. All right, today we're going to talk about something you may have seen on Pinterest or you may have seen in other places, and they're wobble worms. So, what I'm going to do is I will space out a couple of dots down the middle of the paper. Now, you don't have to do yours down the middle, you can angle it, but regardless of what you do, after you do that, you're going to come arch and arch the other way so that it makes like an eye or a lemon shape from dot to dot. Arch, 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 arch. And then I'm going to go arch off the paper. All right. So right now what I have is basically it looks kind of like netting. It's the little string. I'm going to proceed to build up that row from dot to dot. And then after I do it a couple times, I'm going to go to another one. Because it lets it start to get a very organic look if it has some that get wider or some that get smaller. Okay, now I'm going to come to the one next to it. And so there are going to be places where those run together, like right here. And what that's doing is it's creating the illusion of something bending down and going back. So it's okay that you're like, oh no, I don't have as much room for it. That's fine. That's not a big deal. That is, in fact, what you need and what you expect. If it looks totally straight, then you're not going to get as much of that effect. And you're also probably going to get a little bit off kilter. So, for example, you can see this one starting to turn just a little bit. That's okay. Because a wobbly worm is going to turn. So you would be doing this and you would go on both sides of the paper. So you're going to fill up your entire paper. Do, 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 do. And once you've gotten that, you can start shading to make it really feel like it's three-dimensional and it's popping up at you. Now, I'm going to use crayons. You might want to use colored pencils or just your regular pencil. I like crayons just because I feel like I have more coverage. So here I am. I'm going to color very, very lightly in the center. That's where it would be bulging up and the light would be hitting. Then I'm going to color by pushing down a little bit harder as I go that next step distance. And then I'm going to go push a little bit harder as I get into the corner so that I push down and really get the full weight of that color. All right. Now you might decide you want to do a pattern. So light. Here's the medium pressing. And here's the dark pressing. You may decide you want to do a pattern. You may decide you want it to be rainbow or random. But the key to everything is that you're pushing soft and it's not leaving a lot of crown on the paper. Then you're pushing medium and you're leaving a little more crown on the paper. And then you're pushing hard and leaving a lot. That's how you're getting that different tone as you go. So here's my light. And you want to try to keep your lights in the center lined up so that it looks like it's progressing from one to another. So we're going to get this whole tube. I'll get there. I just realized this color is pretty similar, so I moved it up. We're going to get this whole tube, and then I'm going to show you how to add in some black to really push your highlighting just a little bit. All right, so here I am. I'm light. Remember, I'm lining up my lights with the other spaces. Getting a little bit darker. Ooh, broke a crayon. Then I'm getting a lot darker. So once I get to the point where I've gone through and I have added that color and that shading to everything, I can come in and I can use my black. Today, I don't think I have a black actually. I may have to use a brown, which is okay. I just need a dark color. If you've got a black, that's really the best. Oh, I've got a purple. That'll do good. And what I'm going to do is come in and I'm going to just add a little bit by gently going over only in the corner of that tube, only in the corner of the space. So I'm not adding it to everything, just there. Notice the difference between this and this? That is more significantly shaded and it creates a rounder effect. Since your things are not going to be completely even, since they're going to have some wave to them and some change, I do recommend doing it one wiggle worm by one wiggle worm instead of trying to go over the whole paper. All right. I know that this is one of those things that can happen again and again, and it's probably going to be a little relaxing for some of you. So enjoy yourselves. I look forward to seeing what your shading looks like and what your wiggle worm paper develops into. Bye, guys.